Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Majora's Mask. Okay, so we're here at the beach at sunset, and now we are actually ready to start to check out some of the places where the Zoras are. So the first destination we're going to go to is right out here, and this is Zora Hall. It's actually been mentioned to us before. We talked to one of the Zoras as Hylian Link, and he sort of pointed this out to us. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get into it as anyone but Zora Link, because you're going to have to swim into it from the bottom here. Make sure to avoid that like you don't want to get eaten on your way in, which is easier said than done. But then we could go into this little fish's mouth here, and we're going to enter Zora Hall. There it is. So yeah, this is kind of just like a little concert hall, pretty much. Of course, you know, the name hall would apply. It's kind of like Carnegie Hall, you know. But it's got this big sort of like shell stage here, which looks kind of cool if you ask me, and rather fitting for the Zoras. And then of course we got some places up there for some torches, you know, for some lighting, and you know, places for people to watch from, I guess. And there are a few rooms here around the perimeter which pretty much belong to each of the band members. Of course, Mikau, the Zora that we are inhabiting, was one of those band members, so everyone's here pretty much going to recognize us. Oi, Mikau, what's up with the rehearsal? I've been told that rehearsal is about to begin, but the band members are still shut away in their rooms, and Lulu's just hanging around by that lone island out back. What's going on? I don't know, man. Things are kind of messed up right now, you know? I mean, we got some band quarrels going on, but... Okay, so let's check out each of the rooms here. We're going to need to be going to each of them in turn, so let's talk to this guy first. Hey, Mikau, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Oh, that's right. Evan, your band leader, is looking for you. Okay, well, Evan's actually not in here. This is a different room. But as we go into each of these, we're going to be treated to sort of some little Easter eggs here. We got the drummer here, and he's going to play us a little bit of a tune. That can be a little bit hard to pick up on, and I'm not really too familiar with this, but I've been told that actually this is a track from Link to the Past, like the cave music that plays when you're in caves. I don't really know too much about that game. I have to admit I'm actually not that experienced with it, but either way, each of the rooms we go into, we're going to be hearing some classic Zelda themes, so it's pretty neat. But anyway, we kind of want to just ignore the drummer. I guess I'll talk to him once we go back down, because I'll feel bad just, you know, leaving him there. But we want to come up here, actually, and this is sort of like Mikau's room, pretty much. So we can read this, and this is Mikau's diary. Today, Japas and I had a jam session. He's not good with words, but he writes great riffs. And we need to remember that note sequence, of course. Today I had Lulu listen to my session with Japas. She seemed to like it a lot. Lulu's a pretty great girl, after all. Today I had another jam session with Japas. Evan was in a bad mood because the two of us are writing songs on our own. So there's another note sequence you need to remember. Evan called me over this morning. It was something about Lulu. He was in a real rush. I wonder what it could be. By the way, it seems my lucky color this week is green. Okay, I don't know what that's important for, but anyway, we learned a couple little note sequences. We're going to have to remember those. It was A, down, right, A, and then down, right, left, down. So, yeah, it's pretty simple to remember. Alright, so before we leave, I guess we should talk to the drummer so he doesn't feel left out. Mikau, where you been? Where have you been? I was so worried. The concert in town is coming up, but it seems like all the band members are in a funk. I bet you didn't know that, huh? Especially Lulu. I haven't heard her voice in a long time. She's usually in good spirits, too. Oh, I wonder if this is related to the ocean turning all weird. Actually, I know a little bit of Lulu's secret. Uh-oh. You want to hear it? Yeah, I want to hear it. There's a rumor that the ocean's getting weird because there's trouble offshore at Great Bay Temple. And they say when that happens, something bad will befall the Zora descendant who's been protecting the temple. Do you catch my drift? And lately, Lulu's been looking kind of weird. Maybe Lulu's the... Oh no, she couldn't be, but... Yeah, so there's kind of a little bit of what's going on. Our singer Lulu has been a little bit down. Of course, those are her eggs that we've been recovering this whole time. So, we're going to be doing some things with her later, but for now, just kind of keep that name in mind. So let's check out the second room. Mikau, do you need to see Japas? You're going to have another jam session with him, aren't you? I can't wait. Alright, so this is Japas' room, and he's the bassist of the band, if we go in and listen to what he's playing. You should be able to recognize that tune if you've played the original NES Zelda. I do know that one for myself. That was actually the dungeon themes that play in that game, so that's pretty cool. So let's talk to this guy. He can be a little bit picky. I find I have to stand on the table to talk to him. Mikau, where have you been? I'm all like, hey, where's Macau? The concert's coming up soon. And now our band leader's pulled a vanishing act. Evan's all holed up in his room just writing songs. And to top it off, Lulu just stands out back staring at the sea. She doesn't even respond when you talk to her. If you guys think it's just because Lulu's not interested in me, I'd understand, but I'm telling you, it looks like something's really wrong. Is there something you're trying to hide from me? I'm not running an inquiry or anything, but look, if we don't start rehearsing real soon, we're not going to be ready for the concert. Yeah, pretty much. So let's talk to him again. Hey, why don't we forget about waiting for Evan to write a song and just write one ourselves? If you feel up to it, let's have a little jam session. Alright, sounds good. So this is where those note sequences that we learned are going to come in handy. So let's get out our guitar here. Huh? You want to have a jam session? Try following this phrase I wrote on your guitar. I got it, I got it, I got it. Here I go. That's got a good feel to it. Even Evan should like this. But he's so proud, he'd resent the fact that we wrote something on our own. I don't think he'd even let the others try it out. What do you think we should do? So yeah, we've learned a little bit of a jam from Japas here, and we're going to need to remember all of that. If you don't remember the chord sequence, it can be a little bit weird because there's actually 16 notes you need to remember. It started out, our part was this, so you have to use the same 3 notes. It goes like this. And then the next 3 up. You need to remember all that, basically, for something we're about to do here in a little bit. So let's head back out through the door. And all the Zoras who were listening to us, I guess, dispersed because we stopped, so they were disappointed. But now we can head over to the next door around in a circle here, and I think this should be Evan's room. Ah, Macau, what have you been doing this whole time? Evan, the band leader's been waiting for you for a while now. Hurry, go in, go in. Yeah, this is Evan's room. So Evan's got a pretty cool theme going on here as we walk up to him. That's a pretty cool one. You should also recognize that from the first one if you played it. I believe that's the Game Over theme. So some of you have probably heard it quite a lot. I know I have, but anyway, let's talk to Evan here as Macau. Macau, how was it? Did you get the eggs back? I don't have anything to give you, man. Oh, you couldn't do it after all. Have you been to see Lulu out back by the ocean? Ever since the pirates stole her eggs, she's just been standing out there, gazing at the sea and sighing. Macau, we need those eggs safe so Lulu can get her voice back. We've grown accustomed to life in a peaceful sea. The only one among the Zora tribe who's still able to go to blows with those wild pirates. It is you, with the blood of Zoran heroes flowing within you. I'm still keeping Lulu's problem a secret from the other band members. They've all been looking forward to our Carnival of Time concert. And I can't tell them it's canceled because Lulu can't sing, can I? Yeah, so Evan's kind of been portrayed a little bit by, especially by Japas, as kind of being like the proud band leader who sort of keeps to himself. But you can see he's actually really concerned about the other guys, so I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, we're actually going to talk to him here as Hylian Link. Ah, if Lulu's voice doesn't return, I don't know what we can do. Hey, how'd you get in here? I shouldn't have to put up with this. People not associated with the band aren't allowed in here. If you want an autograph, we'll be giving them out at the town's carnival, so wait until then. Yeah, so he's kind of changed his tune a little bit. But what we can do, actually, is since we've memorized that jam session we had, we can actually play it for him. Like that. Huh? That song. It works. It works. It works! Nice, man. That's pretty good. Jazzing it up a little there. I like it. Not bad. That's a pretty good song I just made up. You got a good sense of melody. We'll play my new song on our next show. Take this and thanks. And for that, we're going to get another piece of heart. So we've now assembled a new heart container. We're up to 14 hearts, which is awesome. You're not thinking I'm stealing your song, do you? Yeah, just a little bit, but technically it's not really my song either. It's kind of mine and Japas's song, but if you tried to play it for him as Zora Link, he'd just kind of get mad that you've been writing songs without him. So you kind of do have to play it as Hylian Link, but now we're done with Evan for now. We've also kind of given them a new song that they can start trying out, which is good, but of course Lulu's still got some problems, so yeah, in this story here. Shut up, I'm busy right now. Macau, you caught me. Lulu's been looking kind of weird lately. I was worried. It's not like I was spying on her or anything. I'm not some kind of weirdo, some sort of slimy fish or anything. Yeah. I just remembered that I have somewhere to be. What time is it? Yeah, I have to be there, like now. See ya. So yeah, he was trying to spy on Lulu, and he's gonna run off now that we've caught him. But Lulu is actually not even in here. The other band members have pretty much told us that. She's standing out back, sort of gazing at the sea and whatnot. So we come in here, and you can see there's another one of these Deku guys. And of course, make sure you remember to have done the trading sequence. I actually did that quite a while back, but we're gonna finally get back to it now. We're also gonna want to talk to him as a Goron. So let's go ahead and put that mask on and talk. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you're from the mountains. I'm selling green potions, but I'm focusing my marketing efforts on Zora's. Actually, I'd like to do business someplace where it's cooler and the air is clean. But to open a business in another place, you need to go through the proper channels first. You know what I mean? I sure do, buddy. Here you go. Oh, that's a mountain title deed. Thank you. I'll give you this land in exchange. And for that, we're going to get the ocean title deed. Yet another step in the title deed trading sequence. Yahoo! I'm off to the resort. The mountains are calling me. Yep, so he's going to head on out of here and through a quite interesting exit, actually. You can see he's going to fly around, and there's just kind of a hole in the ceiling there. I don't know how that works, because this place is supposed to be underwater, right? So, I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of sequence of tunnels through there we can't see or something, but anyway, we now have this spot, which we're obviously going to use to pick up that piece of heart up there. So let's switch back to Deku Link one more time, and fly up there. Nope. Kind of misfired there. Alright, there we go. Fly up there, and then we can grab the piece of heart. Okay, so now that we are done with that, we're actually pretty much done with Zora Hall for the time being. We've talked to all the band members, we've actually explored all the rooms, and that guy's back for some reason, so I guess we should turn back into a Zora. You don't get kicked out or anything if you're a Hylian. They're all just kind of confused about how you got in there, but where we're going to go now is actually back around this way. If we can swim through here, you can see there's this tunnel that's to the right of Macau's room, and there's that Zora running out again, even though he was just spying on her room earlier. I had no idea, but we can go back through here. I'm not entirely sure what this door is. I guess we can check it out. Ah, it's a shop, isn't it? Cool, I don't think I've ever actually been in here. Looks like they sell the hero shield, some arrows, and some red potions, so I guess if you want some of that, you can stop by, but, you know, otherwise you don't really need it. And there are a couple ways to go here. The way to the right just kind of leads up and around to the top area. There's nothing up there, so we're going to head to the left. Then as we go through here, this is the Great Bay Coast, and you can see this is also where Lulu is. So let's speak to her. That sad face is trying to tell you something. You can see it in her expression. Yeah, so she's pretty much lost her voice. She's not going to talk to us or anything, so there's really not too much we can do with her right now, except we do have the new wave Bossa Nova, remember, that those little Zora babies taught us, so we're supposed to be playing it for her. That's pretty much the next step in the story. But doing so will pretty much grant us access to the Great Bay Temple, and like I said, there's still a lot more side stuff we're going to be doing before then, so we feel kind of bad for Lulu. I mean, I definitely feel sympathy for her right now, but we're actually going to kind of ignore her for the time being, as mean as that sounds, and we're going to slash the owl statue here, of course. So that's going to let us warp back here anytime, which is really nice. I guess we can also break these if we want. There's a fairy in there. But, alright, so this seems like a pretty good place to stop. We've made it out here by Lulu and slashed an owl statue and everything. So, next time we're actually going to leave Great Bay for a little while and start up something that's pretty cool that I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. So, I'm sure some of you can already guess, but it's going to be fun. So, until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.